Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I am so excited to share with you my review on the new Shaaanxo The Remix eyeshadow palette with BH Cosmetics. This is the remix, the second edition of collaborations that Shannon from Shaaanxo has done with BH Cosmetics. If you guys don't know, Shannon is a YouTuber here. She's New Zealand based. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. I love Shannon so much. When her first palette came out, I had to go out and grab it. And then when I found out she was coming out with a remix, I got so excited. And then when I saw the colors, I got even more excited. This side is the original. So this is same as the original palette. And I do have the original. I'll compare in just a second. But these are the same 9 shadows that she had in the original palette. And then here are the new ones. Ooh, my goodness, look at this. So beautiful. I am wearing all of the shadows on my eyes today, and I actually did film this look minus the lip color. I've changed the lip color, but I'll talk about that in a second. I did film this look though, so that should be up soon if it's not already. If it is, I will link it in the description box below. On my lips, I'm just wearing the BH Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Icon. I purchased these when I ordered this as well because they were on sale. I purchased like 5 of them. I'm really liking how they wear. This one seems a little patchy, actually, so maybe I don't like it. I don't know, I like the color. They feel really comfortable. They don't feel too drying or anything like that. So this palette I believe retails for the same price as the other one, but I will put it up here on the screen. And I want to start by talking about the new side, and then I am going to go ahead and compare the original shades to the actual original palette and see some of them. I haven't swatched them next to each other yet, but some of them look pretty different. So this is the original palette. It's actually a little bit thicker than this one. Not much, but can you see that? Just like a hair thicker. It does have lipsticks in it. So on this side you have your eyeshadows, and then on this side you had the lipsticks. So that's the original palette. So back to the remix palette. These are all labeled. So they're not labeled in the original palette. I don't know if she named them or not, but they're not labeled on the palette, and it's always nice to have them labeled. Each side does have this nice big mirror, which is awesome. I used that when I filmed this look, so that's awesome. So let's just go ahead and swatch these shadows. So first up we have Island Glow. This is what I am wearing on my eyes today, as well as my highlight. This is a absolutely beautiful shade. My favorite, like, I'm loving it as a highlighter. It's so smooth. Do you see that? Like, there's no chunkiness, no glitteriness. I mean, it is so smooth, and I am loving this on the inner corner. I'm loving this on the brow bone, everywhere. I'm really loving this. It reminds me of the consistency of the Lorac Light Source highlighters. So the next shade we have is Need You. This deep, beautiful brown matte shade. There's that one. Again, so smooth, not at all chalky, not at all powdery. I did this whole look. I didn't get any fallout with these shadows. Absolutely amazing, you guys. Then we have Dark Horse. There's that one. A little bit sheer. There's swatch of Dark Horse. Yeah, so it's building up a bit, so that's nice. Then we have the only other shimmer in here, Dream Girl. So Island Glow and Dream Girl are the only 2 shimmers on this side. There is Dream Girl. I don't know if you can really see. There you can see. This is like that peachy pink duochrome. Again, I have this one on my eyes. So beautiful. Mixes really well with Island Glow. You can really get a variety of colors when you mix the 2, and then of course you can mix in all the other shades too. So really love these. This next shade is this sort of deep berry shade, I would call it. I'd call that a berry shade. This is called Stalker. This is one that I think would make a really pretty blush. I haven't actually worn it as a blush, but it's really pretty, and I think it would make a nice blush. I can't wait to try that. Gosh, they're so pretty. The next one we have is Vampette. I might also try this as a blush. It's pretty dark, but why not? This is like a burgundy, maroon, a little bit of purple in there. Really pretty shade. I don't know why I'm swatching here, but I am. And that carries a lot of color too. For being such a deep, dark shade, it has a lot of color to it. So that color is going to show up even if you pack it on. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Then we have the shade Bestie, probably one of my all-time favorite shades. This is a good crease shade, blending shade, transition shade, and also a beautiful blush, and that's what I'm wearing as my blush today. So there is Bestie. beautiful mauve. Next we have this pretty purple. This is called Lover. Whoo, this gives me goosebumps. This is so pretty. I want to wear this all over my lid. I am wearing this a little bit in the outer corner here, and the pigmentation is absolutely amazing. It pops so well. Even just a little bit of it really pops and adds that fun purple color to your eyes without like being overpowering or anything like that. It's just such a good color. And the last shade we have is Baby Girl. I actually haven't worn this one yet. Just did a look with the ColourPop Element of Surprise palette, which has a hot pink just like this in there, so I didn't want to use that because I just did a look like that. But again, a really beautiful shade, really pigmented and not very powdery. For being such a bright, almost like neon shade, it's not very powdery, which is just amazing to me. So there are those swatches of that first side. I am so inspired by this color selection. I just find it really inspiring. Anyways, okay, let's move on to the other side here. I'm gonna swatch all of these and I'm gonna leave space in my arm so that I can swatch the same shadows from the older palette next to them. But first I just want to talk about these shades on their own. So first we have Clarity, this nice classic beige cream shade. There's Clarity. Just your classic beige, I would say, but you know, one of those ones that's super nice to have in palettes, especially matte. Then we have Holy Grail. This is more of a shimmery taupe, almost, I would say. There's Holy Grail. Next we have Glow Baby. This has kind of a pink or bronze hint to it, just a little bit. Another pretty shimmer. Yeah, you can see that, so pretty. And we have my personal favorite on this side, or one of them, is Buttercup. This is just a matte shade, but it's so pretty and you can't even see it. That's probably why I like it so much. I use this as a base shade, so I blend it from my lid line to my brow bone just to kind of prep my eye and set my primer, concealer, whatever, and just kind of get ready for shadow. So that's what I use Buttercup for. Then we have Beach Babe, pretty shimmery brown. And then we have Terracotta, another really pretty brown, like warm, reddish, rusty. I love it. Terracotta is the perfect name for it. And this is like a matte shade. Awesome. This one, Terracotta, I've actually used as a bronzer on my forehead, really lightly, of course, but I liked it. Next we have Toasted. This is sort of a cooler tone, shimmery brown. Little hint of coppery pink in there too, maybe. And then this super fun one, Avocado. This is the duochrome brownish, greenish red almost. Kind of a popular color for a duochrome. I've seen a lot of different brands do it, and that's really fun. Last shade is called Silhouette, and this is just your sort of charcoal black. I would definitely not like super black. Like it's more like a charcoal grayish black. But that's that one, Silhouette. Shadow, a shadow color. That's a good name for it because it's like a shadowy color. Okay, now let's go in with the shadows from the original palette and just swatch them next to these. Some of them just looking with the naked eye, like if I hold it up here, I feel like some of them just look different. So let's go ahead and swatch them and just see. So I'm gonna swatch the top three. Oh wow. Okay, so I kind of got the matte one over, but actually all three of these look pretty different. Can you see that? Like these two look pretty different, these two look pretty different. The matte ones are close enough, but kind of different. Weird. That's different. That's not exactly the same. And that's totally different. Look at that. Okay, here we go. That one's different. Not very pigmented, huh? This one seems pretty different. That one looks pretty much the same, maybe a little lighter. Yeah, I don't know why these two didn't show up so well. Yeah, I don't know why. It seems like these shimmers were improved on these two, so. So just to clarify, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that these shadows are different at all. I think it's fine. I think it's fine if they improved it. And honestly, since I already have the palette, I would prefer to have different shadows, even if they're, labeled the same or whatever. Like, I would prefer slightly different shades since I already have all these shades. So I'm not trying to like bash it or anything like that. I just wanted to compare. Whenever a situation like this happens, like with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sugar Glow Kit, I compared all the shades in that to all the previous shades in my other glow kits so that you guys could see if they're labeled the same and they say they're the same, are they really the same? If I have both, I might as well tell you. So I feel like almost all of these were pretty much different, which is interesting to me. So I don't know if Shannon reformulated them or if BH Cosmetics just switched things up for whatever reason. I don't know. But I do think all of the shades in the new Shaaanxo palette are absolutely beautiful. They are fantastic, and improvement or not, like, I think they're all great. I do think they're improved, actually. I do. Especially these two that I swatched from the older palette were not as nice. I was using the lippies from this older palette, which I don't believe it's available anymore, but I was using them today and I noticed how similar some of the colors are, which I think is kind of cool, and I wonder if she did that on purpose. I mean, obviously a lot of them are different, but like that bright pink, that purple, that mauve-y shade are kind of similar to the lip shades, so that was cool. Honestly, I didn't use these lips very much at all. I'm gonna store this in my lip drawer, so maybe I'll use it more, but I don't really like the formula of them. They're not that pigmented. They're a pain to work with. If you use a lipstick from a lip palette, you have to bring the lip palette with you everywhere you go to reapply. So I think it's kind of, I mean, lipstick is Shannon's thing, so I get why she did that in the first one. But I'm very glad that they remixed the palette and improved it and added all these fun new shades, because I'm going to have so much fun with this palette. I've already worn it, I want to say like 3 or 4 times. Like I said, I filmed this look, so if it's up, I will post that in the description box so you can check that video out to see how they perform and stuff. But I'll tell you right now, these are beautiful, fantastic. I love them. I love this palette. There's a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I love lately that I've been recommending, like the ColourPop ones, and just a lot. But I have to tell you when something's good, and this is really, really good. So I highly recommend this. I will link it in the description box so you can check it out. And that's everything I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this palette. Does it draw you in? Are you going to buy it? I think you should, because it's really, really good. And it's really great for like the neutral. Like if you're someone who wants to get into color, but you are a little bit afraid, this is a great palette to start with, because these are such wearable colors, except for the hot pink. But if you blend it out, it really can be workable. And the fact that you can use these for face powders too is a huge plus. It's just the perfect palette. I love it. I'm gonna be bringing this everywhere with me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of my videos. I try to post at least twice a week. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys again real soon.